Fear, 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 oh my goodness. Is 70,000 the target? Is our demise imminent? I don't know what to do. Enough said. In 2017, it saw a 28% decline in 3 days, followed by some sideways chopping and a subsequent rally. It will separate from this chart moving ahead. The likelihood of that happening is high. I'm going to give it 77%. This is the bottom. It will separate and then it will disappear. The upcoming phase will span the entire season. In the ISM, we have now crossed 50. Presently, that does not imply instant season. Please make available my alternate characters. Is this the banana zone? Banana zone is not going to happen. Banana zones were unsuccessful. You have tripped on the banana peel. Put that fuck down. Time is required. Everything will unfold when the ISM speeds up. Altcoins are going to gain speed. The point is, I get it. My videos have noticed your comments. Just like the prior 3 months, the last 2 or 3 weeks have not seen XRP make big moves. To be more specific, we held that massive election rally in November. We had some quite favorable pricing movement in December. Significant price movement was also visible in January. Since the beginning of February, we haven't witnessed much either. There are some valid arguments in favor of that. I feel like I've gone through time traveling, mostly because of the Trump tariff fights. All the news coverage in the last 2 weeks has made me feel like I've aged a year. Due to the sheer volume of events, it seems as though time is both accelerating and slowing down for us. Meanwhile, the Federal Reserve has been doing nothing and has temporarily halted interest rate raises and reductions. The general public is very pessimistic on the economy's long-term prospects. And today we have Raoul, who has been here for a long time like me, and he's going to give us some great predictions about what's going to happen here. I think a lot of you should listen to him, particularly those of you who are getting tired of your patience. Plus, if you pay attention, this kind of information will be quite helpful and teach you some things that you wouldn't know otherwise. Therefore, let us listen to his words. 2 times, the pattern is the same each time, just like the dollar, that has a pattern. Everything ought to work out in the end. The increase in global M2 is indicative of increased liquidity on a worldwide scale. What happens if the Fed doesn't reduce much further is another item that people get quite confused about. Not to me. So what if interest rates don't fall significantly? Not to me. If they refrain from depleting the general fund of the Treasury, what will happen? Not to me. The large view or global picture is what you must grasp. And just as in 2017, China will likely take the lead in shaping the global picture. Though I expect stimulus from the US, China is the major player. The yield on Chinese bonds is currently at 1% or very near to it. There is no more runway for them. Runway exhaustion, what is it? I know that cutting rates means QE, baby, and more cowbell, as Jay Powell informed you today when we're running out of runway. It seems like the Chinese require a lot more QT and QE to accomplish what I was trying to figure out on my Excel spreadsheet. In my opinion, the calculation was quite large. They need to print even more money. Why? Their population is getting on in years, and they have accumulated enormous debt that needs paying off. We're all going through this together. My friends, this is the code for everything. I could go on and on about it indefinitely in a way you understand it, that debasing the currency is the sole option for paying off the debts is the main point. Additionally, the Chinese will degrade quite a bit, but they won't be able to do that unless Trump uses the strong dollar and the words, "You will agree our tariffs," both of which are happening right now too, hit them over the head. He will then promise to offer a carrot after a stick after they have settled on tariffs. One incentive is a depreciating dollar. In 2017, he achieved that. Now he's going to do it again. Rates will fall as a result of the dollar's depreciation and Doge's lack of spending or reduction in spending. And the result is the subsequent stage, the banana zone. There is a lot at stake. At the moment, nothing else is happening. Do not worry. Nothing has happened. Everything is fine. Everything about it is stunning. Global M2 always appears at this stage, then it breaks out, retests, and then it climbs higher. This should happen again now that we're in the perfect spot. Phase 2, global M2 is about to begin. The dollars decline. Bitcoin and global M2 are 2 options. You say, "Oh my God," and I hear you every single time. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness, worry, worry, worry. Is 70,000 the target? Will we all perish? So what's my plan? Enough said. It fell 28% in 5 days in 2017 before choppily swooping sideways before making a comeback. It will separate from this chart moving ahead. I will provide a high probability of 7%. It will disconnect and go at some point. The low is in. Alternate season will follow. A more robust business cycle is emerging. Demand for new orders is skyrocketing. Worldwide profits are influenced by the business cycle. Worldwide profits end up being turned into danger when risk assets such as small cap stocks, commodities and altcoins in cryptocurrency are recycled. They increase in value. The economic cycle is in its early stages. The extension of the business cycle is indicated by an ISM value greater than 50. God knows when this went up to 50, but we just had our first print. We last met in 2020 or 2021. Thus, the cycle must be completed. I will get to the pinnacle of the cycle in a while, but right now we are far from there. Reduced stock, new orders, screaming even higher. This is a 3-month lead. Quickly, the business cycle will accelerate. Moreover, the state of the economy, the value of the dollar, and pricing of oil, according to them, it ought to reach 55.6, but that would be too low for the ISM because guess what? We anticipate a decline in the value of the dollar, interest rates, and energy prices. This should cause it to rise into the 60s, thus prolonging the cycle. Thus, the cycle peak is still at least 9 months off. Therefore, our current situation is really intriguing. Everything is looking up, looking at the overbought, oversold indicator, which shows where the crypto market is in its cycle. We are far from overbought. This is only the beginning. With each ISM peak, Bitcoin also rises. With each ISM break, Bitcoin speeds up. We have not yet reached the pinnacle, but rather the acceleration phase. Whoever says differently is completely ignorant. Then we've entered the faster phase. We will soon have liquidity. It won't be until late in the year or possibly even into 2026 that the ISM reaches its peak. Honestly, you don't have anything to worry about. Here we have the ISM along with Julian's fancy detrended version of it. Returns a model for the price of Bitcoin. By the way, if the ISM reaches its expected level of 60, we're talking about Bitcoin prices in the 250, 350 or 1,000 level. And we haven't even begun. The value of Bitcoin will be eclipsed by altcoins. See the percentage of total market capitalization that altcoins make up here. The ISM just passed 50, basically. That won't lead to an immediate shift in fashion. Give me my alts right now. Is this the banana zone? There will be no banana zone. That banana zone bombed. You have tripped on the banana peel. Please be quiet. Time is required. In due time, everything will come to fit. You can expect altcoins to follow the ISM's acceleration. This is something I've said before, and I'll say it again. This cycle won't hit its top until the middle of the year. Because of everything that Raoul says, I am very sure of that. In addition, the money printer is still not operational. And consider all of the prior bull runs that featured enormous super cycles. What set everything in motion? A rising money supply was the culprit in nearly every case. Devalued cash is being distributed to an increasing number of people. As a result of rising disposable incomes, an increasing number of people are purchasing alternative cryptocurrencies in the hopes of finding a way to amass substantial wealth before the next inflationary boom. That is why I am offering you this once-in-a-lifetime chance to do it right. We are now running a trading competition where the reward pools will be determined by the total volume that each of you generates as a group. Follow the link in the video's description to get the detailed information about Us.Thankx, where you can open an account and begin trading XRP and all of the other cryptocurrencies that will be popular during the current bull run. You have the option to engage in futures, spot or copy trading. And you can get all of that by taking advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime chance, which is offered in just one transaction. This bull run, I am quite certain, will be unparalleled in our whole history. Yes, I do believe that Trump will most certainly activate that money printer before the end of the year. So, to reiterate, you guys have roughly 9 or 10 months. It must be done flawlessly. From now until March, April, and beyond, I will be making purchases every single day. Time is of the essence, so make sure you don't fumble this up, folks, and brace yourselves for the wildest bull run you've ever seen. You can return here at the end of the year to thank me. But in the meanwhile, let's keep our chins down and work, work, work. Leave that pessimistic attitude at the door. Please show your appreciation by clicking the like and subscribe buttons. I'll be seeing you all soon, and in the meantime, be sure to join BitUnix to claim those massive bonuses. Have a nice day.